Clinic nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Jacksonville. Jackson now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing again on second down. Murray trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Eazy with a pick, and he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Jackson now to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But, you know, trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Eazy with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Flushed out right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That's good for a second down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all. And, Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play fake. Murray. His throw complete right side of the tight end Parham. So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Murray. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now, these 2 division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. Second and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points up. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Shotgun now for Murray. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man, this is Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Complete. This is Lewis. A gain of 6 there on first. On 2nd down at 4. Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago and 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Murray's throw caught by Tony. Oh, nice move. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Here's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. McCrane on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Jackson now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
They'll swing this out to Tony. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. This one caught by Kittle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down. And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Take it in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Murray now on first down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first and 10, here's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half from Murray. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
On second down, it's Robinson, and this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Throwing is Mahomes on third. That's out wide here for Robinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Robinson. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play fake. Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And the Jags are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Left side to Lamb. Touchdown, Jaguars. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Robinson now off the option. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That's complete to Tony. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Incomplete. Joe Hayden on the coverage.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lewis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And a dump off here to Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 2nd down now. It's Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. It's complete, and he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play fake. Murray going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
45, 45, 45, come on, 45. Set the tone, defense.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Troy Apke. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, well, they've got 95% chance.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
45, 45.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Troy Apke. He's at the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jackson now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
At the 22-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the 22, Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Back to throw. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Green. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. All day. Check 45 to Mike. Check.
Murray to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Oh, here we go. Hey. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Here we go.
Now Murray.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got
Mahomes. Flush to his right. Open man, this is Lewis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Mahomes. That's complete. Okuebunam. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with his second and 4. Mahomes to throw it. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's second and 10. Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Going deep for Hopkins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Jaguars, they finished the regular season with another win, their 15th against just 2 losses. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they once again fail in their quest to find a victory as they finish off maybe the worst season in NFL history. I hate to say that, but it's true, at 0-17. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular